What's up, everyone? Welcome to the February 8th edition of FanDuel Tournament Plays presented by PrizePicks. I'm your host, Adam Scherer. You can follow me on Twitter at ShipMyMoneyDFS. And as a reminder, you get one free month of Awesemo Plus Platinum when you sign up and make a deposit at PrizePicks. Be sure to use the code Awesemo to receive a 100% first deposit bonus up to $100. Today, we're going to take a look at 5 of the top tournament options on FanDuel. We've already had a pretty crazy day of news with 2 trades between teams that are playing tonight. We had a trade between the Pelicans and the Blazers. We had a trade between the Kings and the Pacers. It's certainly possible that we get more trades as the afternoon goes on. We also are waiting on some injury news. So, as always, be sure to tune in to the deeper dive and live before lock in the 2 hours leading up to lock on the Awesemo YouTube channel. But for right now, we're going to take a look at 5 of the top tournament options on FanDuel as things currently stand. Number 5, Richaun Holmes, power forward center eligible. No idea how he gets power forward eligibility, but he has it and it's useful. It makes him a lot easier to get into lineups since you can only roster one center on FanDuel. Opens up a couple more spots for you. Holmes' playing time has been inconsistent recently, but part of that is the fact that the Kings are frequently involved in blowouts. If he's playing well and if the game tonight against the Kings is competitive, there's certainly a chance you're getting 26 plus minutes from Holmes. He's averaged one FanDuel point per minute this season. He's only projected for 7% ownership with a 9% chance of being in the optimal lineup. Number 4, Jae'Sean Tate has small forward and power forward eligibility. He's projected for 7% ownership with a 10% chance of being in the optimal lineup. Tate is $5,300. He's averaged 0.99 FanDuel points per minute in the games that he has played with Kevin Porter Jr. and Christian Wood, both active this season. Tonight's game against the Pelicans certainly has the potential to be high scoring. The Rockets are 9-point dogs on the road, but the Pelicans aren't a particularly good team defensively, and you could certainly see the Rockets players perform at a higher level than they typically do. I like getting to Tate here at low ownership. Number 3, Ja Morant is projected for 9% ownership, 13% chance of being in the optimal lineup. He's $10,100, point guard only. Morant has averaged 1.35 FanDuel points per minute in the games that he has played with Jaren Jackson active and without Dillon Brooks this year. Morant just produces at a very high level, particularly when Brooks is not on the floor, as will be the case tonight against the Clippers. Memphis has a healthy 118 implied total, and Morant is just not getting much ownership, even with the massive ceiling that he offers. Number 2, CJ Elleby, $4,300 small forward, currently projected for 12% ownership with a 14% chance of being in the optimal lineup. Elleby has averaged 0.82 FanDuel points per minute without Damian Lillard or CJ McCollum on the floor this year. Obviously, that will be the case tonight against the Magic. Elleby's already been in the starting lineup recently without Norman Powell and Covington and Nas Little and Larry Nance. Now you take out McCollum and you take out Tony Snell, and there's no reason to think Elleby won't remain in the starting lineup, and he probably will play a lot of minutes tonight as Portland is extremely shorthanded. And then number 1, Robert Williams, projected for only 7% ownership with a 14% chance of being in the optimal lineup tonight against the Brooklyn Nets. Williams, like Richaun Holmes, never plays power forward, but he does have power forward eligibility on FanDuel, which is very useful. He has averaged 1.09 FanDuel points per minute this year, and we've seen substantial minutes for Williams in competitive games recently. We can expect him to get 32 to 34 minutes tonight, assuming the game is somewhat competitive. So he stands out as a very high upside option that isn't getting much ownership. To recap, the top 5 tournament options on FanDuel as things currently stand: number 5, Richaun Holmes; number 4, Jae'Sean Tate; number 3, Ja Morant; number 2, CJ Elleby; and number 1, Robert Williams.